Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. A few days ago, I announced Council of Creators, and I wanted to make this video to explain more about what that is, the goal of it, what you guys should be expecting from it. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. So if you guys noticed, over the last couple of weeks, I was live streaming on my channel with a variety of guests, and there was no real format or structure to those live streams. We had a couple of topics in the thumbnail and everything in the title, but did we really get to all of them? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but they're there in case we need something to kind of start a conversation and goes off into something else. Just let the conversation go where it needs to go. And I had a variety of guests on appearing throughout the stream, whether they were there at the beginning, they showed up a little bit later into the stream, whatever the case may be. And so Council of Creators is basically taking that to the next level, essentially, to where we're going to be getting on a lot more people in terms of new people who have not appeared on those kind of streams. Now we have a name, a brand, if you will, but it's not going to become a show in a sense. You could say it's a show, but the idea as Council of Creators is to where content creators are talking about movies, TV, in whatever way, whether they're reactors, reviewers, making fan trailers, whatever it is, if it makes sense for them to appear on the show, once again, the stream, then they could pop up. And the goal is for you, the viewer, to tune in. You don't know who's going to be on the show. You know, I say show again, but you don't know who's going to be on the live stream. You don't know who's going to pop in later. You don't know who's going to pop in 2 hours into it. You just never know. And I've talked to a variety of people who have not appeared on those streams that are really interested in this idea of Council of Creators. Like, they're really excited for it. And I'm really excited for it. Like, honestly, this is one of those things that is like making my mind just constantly race of potential things in terms of people and things we could potentially do with this, because the goal is to keep trying to add new people into the mix, to where when you tune in, you don't know who's going to show up, you don't know who's going to be there at the beginning, later on, like I was saying, and to have a variety of opinions. And that's, I think, going to be really interesting about this show live stream. And the goal is to have it at least once a week. And I've already talked to a variety of people who are interested in wanting to come on, and potentially, you know, depending on scheduling, the live stream may move to another day, an earlier time. It all just depends, because I want to try to accommodate as many people as possible to have an appearance, to show up. And the goal is to potentially have a rotating people, to where we're bringing in people that are showing up and again and again and again, because they're really enjoying it. Like, they're really enjoying what we're doing, and that's the goal, right? That's what we want to do, because I don't want to get to the point where we're doing the same stream with the same people every single time. Now, you may see people who's appearing more often than not, because I have to give props to 3W and Jake, who have been pretty much popping up on all those streams I was doing, and 3W is the one that came up with the name, so I got to give him those credit and everything. And I was going back and forth between 3W and Jake about the logo and everything and the name, and of course 3W came up with the name, but it was a lot of discussions about what, you know, making this the best it could possibly be. And the fact that a lot of content creators that I've spoken to, that I've talked with over the years, are really interested in this and they want to be a part of it, they want to show up at some point, that has me really excited, because there's so much, you know, potential of what this show, once again, I keep saying that name when it's not really a show, but it's not a show, but I guess you could say it is, but I'm just used to saying that instead of like a live stream. But you get what I'm saying. This is going to be really interesting to see how this unfolds, because I could see it to where, literally, instead of having to ask people their availability, they're reaching out to me because they want to be a part of it, because the goal is to have fun. The goal is to have engaging conversation, and to make it to where we're not running out of things to talk about, or we're having a deep discussion about something and then something off the cuff random happens. And what I was mentioning about the people popping in and out, like, that's going to be the fun part too, is to see if someone has to go an hour into the stream, that's fine, you know, don't have to sit around, you know, because I'm not expecting people to stay on the whole time. If people want to come onto the stream for an hour because they have an hour and they just want to come hang out and chill and chat, then they can. And if they have to go, that's completely fine. You know, I'm not expecting people to stay the whole time. The goal is to, like, okay, if someone shows up and they're right there at the beginning of the show, once again, stream, and it's an hour in and they have to go for whatever reason, that's fine. We'll announce that they're leaving and they plug their stuff. And then say 20, 30 minutes later, someone else decides to come in and they come in for the rest of the stream or whatever. That'd be really cool. Like, the idea of just, you don't know who's going to show up, and it's going to be a fun place for content creators to come and hang out. And that, to me, is what I hope is the case. We'll see what happens. We're going to try it out, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an experiment. But based off of who is going to be showing up, that's confirmed in terms of this upcoming first stream with Council of Creators as the name, it's already got a variety of new people in the mix. So we'll see what happens. But I'm really excited to start this, and I hope you guys are excited for it, because I think this is going to be really exciting for the audience, because you don't know who's going to tune in, and it's going to be a variety of opinions that come in, and we're going to have a lot of really cool discussions. So I can't wait to start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion video, this little explanation video, and yeah, I can't wait to start.